What are we supposed to do? That's why we are saying now, let us create county development boards, because we cannot pick up guns and go and fight. We cannot go to the offices and fight fiscally. We are talking, and that is how you lead. You lead by talking issues and thrashing them out. Now it is up to the relevant authority to take up the issue and deal with it. Nothing is happening. That is where the problem is coming from. It is not that we are not raising the issue. In the Senate House, we have spoken about this. We have even put a threshold on what should be spent on recurrent expenditure, and more so with MCS. Now, some of them, they have actually inflated those budgets and gone 3 times of what we have suggested. The law says very clearly that between 60 and 70% should be put on those funds, will be put in development. The Deputy Speaker here, he can tell you from his own count, nothing like that has happened. And now what they wake up and see is new issues which has now been budgeted for being dealt with.
Swale, because we're also seeing that inflation on budgets, even the issue in Makueni County itself, the MCAs, they have been accused of greed, and that is what has led to this stalemate, the push and pull between the governor and the county assembly. That there's so much greed that people want, some of these elected leaders want this public money for their own use, that yes, they'll quote it or, say this is what it will be used for, but at the end of the day, it's really for selfish gain.
We will agree in some counties. One thing that we need to agree is that we have 47 counties. We need to look at it in terms of percentages. How many counties have those kind of challenges? So when you have a specific county like Makueni, where we have a challenge, then it should be addressed as a county by itself. Because if you look at it in terms of numbers, out of 47, how many counties have those kind of challenges? So
you agree Makueni, the MCAs there?
We could be having a problem in Makueni, but of course we are saying because of the challenges of not being able to engage, the leadership not being able to engage, the people of Makueni will suffer. And that's why we are saying at any one point, leaders must be able to know that we were elected to serve the common mwananchi. That is the reason why we were elected, and that's why we came into power as leaders. So the governors and the MCAs, or even the senators and the MPs, we have no option. So a case like Makueni, which is very embarrassing, actually even to the counties, we didn't expect it to go that direction. But again, on the same note, just like the Honorable Senator is saying, is that when you talk about the autonomy of operations, if we want county assemblies again to be able to move forward and make sure that they're able to, because you see when you're saying 15% of these monies are going to the counties, that's a lot of billions if you look at it accumulatively. But this country, if you're not going to empower the members of county assemblies, then we are saying we are simply going to lose 15% of the GDP of this country. So we need to be able to be proactive further and say that specific counties which have problems, then they should be addressed using the structures and the legal provisions that are there in law.